Good morning, friends. Welcome back to Distance Learning. I hope you all had a wonderful. Clearly, I haven't talked into the camera in a while. I hope you have all had a wonderful break, and you did something fun, and you spent lots of time with your families. I also hope that you did some reading. So that you could continue growing your brains. We are going to get right back into it. We're going to have the same momentum and motivation that we had at the beginning of distance learning so that we can make sure that we're doing our best work and growing our brains while we're still at home. So, in case you've forgotten, because break, it's a long time. This is how you get to the materials that you can use for our lesson today. Remember, for Read Aloud, we can either have a blank piece of paper and a pencil, or we can go into the distance learning folder, click on first grade. We can go to, where is it? Read Aloud. Here it is. And there will be a folder that has the week for the 27th up here. And that is the one that you'll click because that is this week. All right, my friends, we are going to get right into this article for today. It's super fun. The title says Smile Like a Crocodile. So, if you would like, I would suggest taking a picture of yourself smiling like this crocodile here. Show all your teeth. If you do this and you wanted to send a picture to your teacher or share it on Seesaw, I think that would be a lot of fun. And you can just say it right, smiling like a crocodile underneath it. All right, let's get into it. So, smile like a crocodile. So, just looking at this article right here, I'm going to flip through it a little bit. Here we go. Just like always, my face is in the way. I'm just going to move right over here. Um, we've got pictures or photographs of all of these animals. We've got descriptions of them all down here. There's this little guy down over here. So just looking at this article, let's answer the first question. The question that we always ask ourselves as soon as we start reading something. What is the genre of this article? So if you're writing on a blank piece of paper, put a 1 all the way on the left-hand side, just like, oh, I went too far, just like this. And then write down what you believe the genre is. Go ahead. All right, so as we were flipping through the article, we noticed a lot of the text features that often go with nonfiction texts. It says smile like a crocodile. We got a photograph of a crocodile. We might be learning about crocodiles. We might not be. Um, but we see headings. We see more photographs. We see a label. Um, and on the back, there's a little bit of a quiz. So I'm going to go ahead and say that the genre of this article is non, because it's got all the text features that belong in nonfiction text. So, with that being said, we can go right along and answer the second question. What text features do you see? So, underneath where I wrote number 1, I'm going to write number 2, just like this. Oh, can you see it? Yep, there it is, my number 2. And I'm going to list all of the text features that I can see. So, I'm going to flip right back to the front, and you can do the same. Go ahead. All right, so by now we should all be pros at figuring out what text features we see, especially in nonfiction texts. So let's start at the beginning. On the front, I see a photograph of this smiling crocodile. I also see a title. So we have photographs, we have titles, we have headings right here. We've got, all right, so we've got headings. We've got a label. This is telling us that these are tusks. Um, and we have captions. There's a caption down here telling us what is going on with that tooth. And then over here we have some bolded words. So you should have six. Let's see. Can you? Yep, there we go. Six text features written down. So we've got photographs, titles, headings, captions, labels, and bolded words. So you can write all of those down. All right, now we're going to actually read the text. The moment you've all been waiting for. Let's do it. Smile like a crocodile. If you were a crocodile, you would have many sharp teeth. You would give a big, wide smile. Can you smile like a crocodile? Well, I can. See, look, that's my crocodile smile. I want to see all of your crocodile smiles. If you had teeth like the animals, different animals have different kinds of teeth. They use their teeth in different ways. As you read, think about how the shape of each animal's teeth helps the animal use them. All right, so we're not so much talking about crocodiles right now anymore. We're talking more about teeth. So when I'm thinking about the main topic, I have to be thinking about what this article is mostly about. So we've seen the cover was all about this crocodile and the crocodile smile, but the inside looks like it's going to be about teeth. So let's keep reading to figure it out. If you had teeth like an elephant, your teeth would be long and pointed. Teeth like that are called tusks. What would you do with those tusks? You would peel bark off trees. Then you would put the bark in your mouth and eat it. Mm, no, thank you. I wouldn't want that. Let's move on to sharks. If you had teeth like a great white shark, your teeth would have sharp, bumpy edges. What would you do with those teeth? You would eat big animals like seals. Your super sharp teeth would saw into the animals you eat. Oh man. And then this caption down here says, look at the bumpy edges of this shark tooth. All right, so we've seen two different animals with two different types of teeth. And we're thinking about how the shape of each animal's teeth helps the animal to use them. So I'm thinking that this article is about teeth, but let's keep reading. If you had teeth like a horse, your teeth would be sharp and flat. What would you do with those teeth? You would bend down and cut off grass to eat. Your sharp teeth would snip it right off the ground. You would be like an animal lawnmower. If you were an animal lawnmower, you wouldn't have to mow the lawn. You could just chew it. But I wouldn't do that with my teeth. No, my teeth aren't like the horse's teeth. I wouldn't suggest that. Don't go outside and eat the grass. Anyway, if you had teeth like a beaver, your teeth would be sharp and flat. Beaver teeth are also orange. What would you do with those teeth? You would chew on tree trunks until the trees fell down. Then you would eat the wood or make homes with it. So these beavers make homes with the wood and then they can also eat it. So I guess if they got hungry and they didn't have any spare food laying around, they could eat their homes. Interesting, but I'm getting off topic. All right, let's look at what it says on the back. Which animal is it? Animal teeth help us know what animals eat. Look at the photos, then fill in the bubbles for the correct answers below. So we're not going to fill in the bubbles. We're just going to read what some of the questions are asking because they're going to give us important information. So we've got a zebra, we've got a tiger, and we've got a chimpanzee. They've got big mouths. So, number one, some animals eat only plants. They are called herbivores. They have flat teeth. Which one do you think eats only plants? Well, we're going to look at this zebra right here. That one's got the flat teeth, so I think that one's going to be the herbivore because it has flat teeth and it only eats plants. Some animals eat only meat. They are called carnivores. They have very big, sharp, pointy teeth. Which one do you think eats only meat? Well, I see the tiger here has sharp teeth. Chimpanzee has this sharp tooth over here. That's a lot like our sharp, like we have sharp teeth right here. They're called canine teeth. But the tiger has mostly sharp teeth, so I'm going to go ahead and say that the tiger is carnivore. The carnivore only eats meat and has sharp teeth. Some animals eat both meat and plants. They are called omnivores. They have both flat teeth and sharp, pointy teeth. Which one do you think eats both meat and plants? Well, we see the chimpanzee over here, and it's got flat teeth and sharp teeth as well. So it eats animals and plants, or meat and plants. So I would say the chimpanzee is the omnivore. So we're going to take this information that's on the back here, and we're going to go back to the middle of the article. So, when we're thinking about the main topic, we're thinking about what the article is mostly about. So, take about a minute to answer the next question. What is the main topic of the article? Go ahead. All right, so when we're thinking about the main topic of the article, we're thinking about what the article is mostly about. So on the front, we could have thought that it was going to be about crocodiles because it's got a crocodile on the front. But when we flip the page, we saw that this article is all about animal teeth. So we see the different types of animals' teeth in the article. So the main topic of the article is animal teeth. All right, the next question. What does the word tusk mean? What does the word tusk mean? Well, I see the label here that's pointing to these as tusks. So I know that I'm going to look for that information in this text box right here. So answer the next question now. Go ahead. All right, so I know that in this text box, we're going to find the answer to the next question because I see a label over here that says tusks, and I see tusks here with a bolded font, which means that it's a bolded word, which means it's important. So I'm going to read this paragraph right here because this is probably going to give us the answer. If you had teeth like an elephant, your teeth would be long and pointed. Teeth like that are called tusks. Oh, so what are tusks? Tusks are teeth that are long and pointed. Tusks, tusks, hard to say. Tusks are teeth that are long and pointed, just like these. All right. So for the next question, we're going to use the information that we learned on the back of the article to and in the middle of the article to answer the next question. The next question is: are sharks herbivores or carnivores? So, and then you're going to say how you know. So the first thing I'm going to do is remind myself what an herbivore is and what a carnivore is. So on the back, that's where it tells us. Some animals eat only plants. They are called herbivores. All right. So herbivores are animals that eat only plants. Some animals eat only meat. They are called carnivores. All right, so then the animals that are carnivores eat only meat. So, is a shark an herbivore or a carnivore? Answer the question and say how you know. Go ahead. All right, so when we're answering the question, is a shark an herbivore or a carnivore? We know that carnivores eat meat and herbivores eat plants. So let's reread this section right here about sharks and see if we can answer the question. If you had teeth like a great white shark, your teeth would have sharp, bumpy edges. What would you do with those teeth? You would eat big animals like seals. Your super sharp teeth would saw into the animals you eat. Look at this bumpy Look at the bumpy edges of this shark tooth. So, we learned on the back that carnivores have very big, sharp, pointy teeth, and that herbivores have flat teeth. Let's look back at the great white shark's teeth. This is a shark tooth right here. Now, that shark tooth looks very pointy and sharp. So, I'm going to go ahead and say that sharks are carnivores because they have sharp, pointy teeth. Sharks are carnivores because they have sharp, pointed teeth. All right, the last question on that first sheet of paper. It's a true or false question. So remember, you're going to read the sentence and figure out if it is true or false. So let me read the question and then you'll answer it. True or false? If you were a horse, you would have orange teeth. Is that true or false? And how do you know? Go ahead. All right. So the question that we are asking ourselves is this true or false? If you were a horse, you would have orange teeth. All right. So I'm looking over at this picture over here, this photograph of the horse. I'm looking at the horse's teeth, and I don't see any orange teeth. But I see this beaver over here. And at first, when I saw this photograph, I thought that he had a carrot in its mouth because I saw orange. But no, if you had teeth like a beaver, your teeth would be sharp and flat. Beaver teeth are also orange. So it's not horses that have orange teeth, it's beavers that have orange teeth. So this statement is false. And I know that because it's actually beavers that have orange teeth. All right, my friends, we have answered all of the questions on that first sheet of paper, so we're going to move on to the exit ticket. The exit ticket for today says, why do you think different animals have differently shaped teeth? What does the shape of their teeth help them to do? Use examples from the text to support your answer. All right, so let's break this down. Why do you think different animals have differently shaped teeth? So we already know that different animals have differently shaped teeth. Some are pointy, some are flat, some are long, some are orange. Different animals have different teeth. And what does the shape of their teeth help them to do? So by answering that question, we're going to figure out why these different animals have differently shaped teeth. Because the shape of their teeth helps them to survive in their environments. So you're going to say exactly what the shape of their teeth help them to do. For example, I know that the tusks on an elephant are long and pointed because it helps them to peel bark off the trees, which gives them food. Horses don't eat bark, so that's why horses' teeth are different from elephants' teeth. So that's one example of how or of why different animals have differently shaped teeth. So you're going to write about the rest of the animals. You need to use examples from the text to support your answer. So you can talk about the chimpanzee, you can talk about the tiger, the zebra, the beaver, the horse, the shark, or the elephant. You should write about a bunch of different animals. All right, my friends, if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to your teacher. I'm so glad that we're back after a break for our distance learning again, and I will see you all tomorrow.